with that cash right there.
That's What you talking about, Brooklyn?
Yeah, Brooklyn, because they said KD called me.
Called Ben?
Yeah, called Ben on the phone. Ben said that's what made him feel good about going. He said KD called me.
I ain't gonna lie, Ben a bitch, but if he ever gonna get out of the slump, that'll be the team we can do it with.
Yeah.
But he a straight bitch for all this shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like that. Like, think about it. A man called you and now you feel good. The fuck? You're supposed to be a dominant force in the league and you feel good because a man called you. Like that's you a bitch.
Yeah, I think, man, they probably threw that nigga off of saying he can't shoot, probably just mess with his. I mean,
he threw them off by not being able to shoot. What the fuck you talking about? Shit, man. We watching all these high school and college highlights of you dogging niggas. You get to the league and act like you don't know. Oh, I got to shoot a basketball. Yeah, nigga, what the fuck, nigga?
I think it might fuck with his esteem, man.
It might have, but you fucked with the esteem. Nigga, you literally got to the league and was afraid to shoot a 10-foot jump shot.
He was balling when he first came to the league, though.
Yeah, but it was because it was based off the man. When he gets the jump shot, he's going to be the total package. You can do that for the first couple of years. But after a while, we notice you still ain't got the jump shot, yo.
What the hell is you doing? This nigga, he can't shoot.
Exactly, and that's literally what's been happening. They foul him on purpose now. You getting hacked and shacked and all that. And listen, shoot. But I do agree. I still think that Brooklyn won with me saying all that. I still think Brooklyn got the better end of the deal because they got him, Seth Curry, and Andre Drummond out of that. So, and a pick. So, yeah,
they played on Seth Curry like he wasn't shit.
You said they what?
They played him like he wasn't shit.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
They put that nigga be shooting sometimes.
That nigga can shoot. He can defend. He really, I mean, he not his brother, but shoot, he could definitely go get it. You know what I'm saying? He could definitely go get it.
You take them there, we'll take him.
Yeah, well, yeah, they definitely won that.
And that nigga just ain't never made it over the hump in the playoffs. That nigga be doing triple doubles all season. I don't even get impressed by that nigga.
You talking about
James Harden?
Oh, he gonna put up numbers. That's why I ain't never been like. I mean, obviously you need some type of numbers to solidify who you are, but I've never been the type to say, "Oh, his numbers is better. He better." Nah, I don't care about your numbers being better. What's the impact that you have not only on your teammates but on the team in winning in championships? Like, to me, that's that. If you can do that, we good. If you can't do that, why are we talking? It's nothing to talk about. Issues getting Facebook up. Let me see. I was just on there.
I think them niggas probably gonna start taking off.
Who, Brooklyn?
And soon KD.
As soon as they get healthy, I agree. So as soon as they get healthy, I mean, I look at them as the favorites to come out the East again if they can get healthy. Because now this is literally the type of team you want around a Ben Simmons. For one, you got another solidified superstar in Kevin Durant, another solidified superstar in Kyrie. But the thing about them is both of them are elite shooters, and they can go get their own. So now it ain't just like clogging up the paint because Kyrie and KD will go get 50 on your head before you know it. And Ben had 12, 15, 20 assists, 12, 15 rebounds, locking down your best player. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna left that out. The nigga can play some
defense. Exactly. Yeah, and he's 6'10". Like, remember last year, he locked down Trey Young.
Where he playing guard?
Point guard.
I know. You said how tall was
6'10".
One of them niggas be in on PlayStation when I be playing. I be like, man, this nigga look tall in the mother. Yeah. Use my all-star team. I'm like, damn, this nigga, Penny kind of tall. This nigga like, wait, damn.
No, he taller than Penny. He about got 3-4 inches on.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
6'7".
When I be using the PlayStation, but I be thinking like,
that's what I'm saying. Think about it. You go Ben, Kyrie. So you put Seth, KD, Drummond, or whatever other big you want with that.
I start making that nigga start going down there in that paint.
That's where he is a scorer at. When you put him 7 feet and in, that's where he a scorer at. It's just because he played point guard, it's hard to really, have him inside. That's literally opposite of what a point guard is. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been a couple point guards, like you had Mark Jackson. Gary Payton was good at it, being a point guard and being able to take a nigga in the post because he was 6'4" and a big guard at that time.
Chauncey Billups, too.
Chauncey Billups, yeah, that was another one. But that's the thing. All of them could shoot to a certain extent. So the threat of them shooting was still there. it's I don't understand why it's so hard. And then this the crazy part.
16, you'd think that nigga be right.
But this is the thing. Every time you see him in the summertime, he lacing them. Like you see a clip of him shooting in the summer, he lacing them. And it's like, all right, do that when you making your money. Like do that while you getting paid.
But not here around. I think here around a team with better shooters now. Because you went Kyrie, you shoot that motherfucker and KD.
Think about Kyrie and Seth and KD.
I forget about Seth.
Yeah.
You with 3 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Shoot.
They'll lace that motherfucker all day.
That might build his confidence up by him. Get niggas shoot.
Hopefully.
When I used to be in the joint, somebody used to see some kind of live guards. They'd be come down and hit a nigga with a pass. Like, nigga, make one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, make one, shoot. Nigga, they try to nigga get the ball. Like, nigga, don't nigga shoot. Nigga, I gave you nigga you open. Nigga, why you take that shot?
Damn right.
They be dogging that nigga so bad on sports center and shit. They probably hurt that nigga. Sometimes you can hurt a nigga's self-esteem, man.
Believe me, I know, but like the true beast of the league, you can't affect their mental. Like when you're a dog, you're a dog. Like
see, I ain't saying you right, because I feel like this about like LeBron. I feel like LeBron is a good basketball player, but I don't feel like he got that
dog
in him. I don't feel like he got that joy.
I put it like this, like I always said this. This is what I've been saying for the longest. Like all these young cats that love LeBron, I'm like, all right, he put up triple doubles with ease, right? Okay, cool. But how about you forsake that triple double and go put 50 on their head and say, I dare you to stop me?
Yeah, that's what
fuck the triple double. Go get 50 and tell them I dare you to stop.
I used to hate when they used to be in them championship games and be fourth quarter. Nigga, that ball, you supposed to say, nigga, give me the ball. And being whoever their ball's player is, all the elite players when I was coming up, like, nigga, I'm checking him. Nah, watch out, I got him. This nigga doing too. This the fourth quarter now, mano to mano, nigga. Exactly. Me against shooting.
Yeah,
nigga.
You make a nigga have to guard you. Yeah. You make a nigga feel you.
Yeah,
like they would have said, I'm gonna make this nigga feel you.
I was kind of salty in that one thing. I said, man, why the fuck this nigga ain't like, damn, LeBron, check that nigga. What? Can't even get on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you supposed to be, you like, this nigga just come down and pull up. Nigga, what the fuck is you doing, nigga?
He not that guy.
You supposed to be that motherfucking animal. No, black boy KD tore his ass up in that championship.
Yeah, animal. He a poodle. He cute. He gonna make you a lot of money.
KD had that killer in him. And he was on the thing with
I'll put it like this. It's hard for me to say KD a killer just because of the moves I've seen him make. As far as you literally left to go to Golden State. That wasn't a dog type move. I mean, anybody will tell you when a team.
But listen though, you gotta realize. Right. Let me just say this.
Bring it out. Let me.
That year before, they just didn't. They had Golden State 3-1. I was just talking to you about that.
Say.
Westbrook single-handedly lost 2 games back to back.
Look, nobody gonna deny Westbrook.
He left Westbrook. Westbrook was still there when he left. He didn't want to play with the nigga.
Ain't nobody gonna deny Westbrook is he's a fuck up. We know that. But at the end of the day, we talking about is you a dog or not? A dog fight through anything. Like and it's the thing. Even if you lead a team, you don't go lead a team for the team that just won a championship and whooped your ass. Like, what dog are you showing? What dog?
But I will say this: when he did join that team, he became like the leader of that team.
I mean, I can't deny that. I can't deny that. I mean, shoot, and that was smart on their part. I'm gonna let it shoot. I'm gonna use KD for everything we can. You know what I'm saying? Keep pushing us forward. Now look at that.
I grew up in that era where Michael Jordan was there in the early '80s, and nigga when Boston was scraping him.
Yeah,
he was putting up 60, but Boston was kicking that ass. And Boston said it like, nigga, this nigga gonna be trouble. You know what I'm saying? I was around with Detroit that was scraping him.
Bird said that was God in the man's body.
You know, even Kobe stayed in and took his scrapings, man.
Yeah,
they was trash for a minute.
Listen, hey,
he won that little championship. He stayed.
Look, Kobe had essentially the same dynasty that the Miami Heat, LeBron, D Wade shit had. He went to 4 straight finals and won 2. Kobe went to 3 straight and won 2 without running, without a stacked team. And that was after he had got scraped, like you was just talking about. The same teams that was scraping him came back, dominated them for 3 years straight.
Man, them niggas on that team wasn't bums.
Right? On what team? That's what I'm all about. It just wasn't a super team. That's what I'm saying. It course, bro. But ain't nobody on that team outside of Kobe. You gotta double him every night. You don't have to pay attention to Lamar. You got to pay attention to Pat. Bynum for a quick season, you had to pay attention to. There wasn't nobody like we got a game plan with the double team. No, outside of Kobe, no. Now with the Heat, D-Wade, LeBron, and even coming through with that first season, you got Chris Bosh there. You had to double team. Nobody thought that in LA. They had a great team, and there's a beam in that motherfucker. That's exactly what the Lakers did. And they accomplished the same shit that the Heat accomplished when they stacked it.
Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas baby fat, so I better bear witness or back off. I be ripping shit like sackcloth.
Our questions and comments in the chat. We're going to start in about 3 minutes.
No room for emotion, so I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to something. Flow so deep, they drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah, bro, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. Don't rank me no head, and I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep in hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, you tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing, gotta execute me. Cause I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she's so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they get it far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about this shit I used to do in that 98 Navy, the tan leather seats. See, without wisdom, this world make you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet, tried everything. I guess me and Johanna had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak, and teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man, they better bring me bloody bed sheets. Chaos match the time. This Glock match my handpiece, and I ain't trying to take him out, but I will defend this house or take a check. 144 in that black trench on some hitman shit. Should call me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Loyal to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me. Bitch, I'm loyal to the king. Bring that hot flame. You bitch ain't loyal to the king. Until the righteous reign. Lord to the king. I walk that straight lane to break the chains. Lord to the king. The devils can't have me. Bitch, I'm Lord to the king. Bring that hot flame. You bitch ain't Lord to the king.
Cool. Yeah, 4 or 5. Make sure that's there. You been thinking about some classes you want to teach when you pass that test? What you think your first class gonna be?
Prepare slaughter. We about to bombard their whole operation. Certified priests prophesied this my occupation. This shit outrageous. They done made the truth outside. That's why we on the corner crying aloud, looking hostile. It's UPK style. And stop now. Father's warfare to the last one round. Let the oppressed rise. Let the rich mourn till the sundown. Enough with this shit about to make it hot. Call it compound. It's for my niggas. Put the guns in the drums down. Dwelling in peace in the Lord. Call for the bloodhounds. Trying to decide my death. And y'all beside yourself. Swore trouble for what you go for. How you gon' hide yourself?
Okay, you gotta understand. It was abroad for a long time
Ain't got no love for the practice.
Ain't nothing shit
and then my father's house is spinning benches. I got plenty benches for the Avengers. It's your death shit. I'm talking about the real slaughter.
That's why I had one time I put out there, I said, we had that thing that we was coming up with this song. So I put on it, so I said, so when did we become Africans? Because when we came over here, we were Africans when we came over. So I asked you, I put that in, it's like a question. When did we become Africans?
All questions and comments put in the chat. I'm about to get started in a second.
They crossed the line, ain't no coming back. Duplicate no cowards. The only thing sweet is the honey check. Righteous is the Lord. Give me rest from my sorrow. And hands down death for the devils. There's no tomorrow. Why? Cause they violence leave a man to stiff coat. You see a flag in the bench. I see wars in the pitch. Go ahead. So please believe me, the white man is a demon, and I ain't gonna go with him to free me. No, they beat us till we, they call them purpose, like snipes, like Zealand. You got this nigga on his knees, they wanna have peace, we're screaming, let this bitch burn, at 1,000 degrees.
It's like, nigga, how you can't go, no saying, no color all through this, man. That's one thing I will say, since I ain't got this class, I didn't learn so much. Sometimes I might be watching somebody else. Especially when they do the story about Samaria woman that was at the wing. I see this one little dead, looks like I see you going for chicken like woman. Like you said, woman. When we tell them you or your family, and you tell us that salvation is because
You worship, you know
the
not what.
police just
You
shot
know
him
you
for
worship
no
for
apparent
salvation is of
reason.
the Jew.
Dude, right, so
No
that's why I
reason
like
at
this.
all.
He was a Jew. He wasn't told
They asked for license and registration.
That's just like I said, Gentile, you worship
That's
God all
the
you
police
want.
officer
You worship,
over
you
there
know
that
not
did
what.
it.
The salvation is of the Negroes, the blacks, Hispanic.
I did just like on the Mark 7 when he told the Sephardian woman.
Yeah, the Seraphim. Yeah.
Now I watched.
I can't hear
One day I
you
watched
shit 'cause
the
they
car.
got
He
pink.
screwed that one out like no that. Mark,
I can't believe they did this.
Y'all said this woman was a Canaan. What's the African woman?
Oh, they trying to say that she African?
Yeah, because they trying to say she's a Canaanite.
Oh, okay.
And I said she came out the coast of Canaan.
Right.
Not she's a Canaanite. You see what I'm saying? They made her a Canaanite.
Yeah, Shakari is a bunch of unlearned brothers that love to read the Bible. That's why I had to get away from it. All right, let's clap it up for the Most High. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West, 125th Street, under commanding General Yohana. We teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans their truth according to the Bible. Today is Wednesday, the biblical law class. So today we're going to get into these scriptures, and Lord will, we're going to learn a little something. So as you see, today's topic is, dealing with the true meaning of a beautiful woman. What is a beautiful woman? Today they'll tell you lace fronts, eyelashes, makeup, fake booty, and all that is a true meaning of a beautiful woman. But I'm here to tell you that has absolutely nothing to do with the true meaning of a beautiful black woman. You understand? Today we are going to get what real men look at as a beautiful woman, what God, most importantly, looks at as a beautiful woman. So if you want to be beautiful to your God, if you want to be beautiful to the Most High in Christ, you will follow these steps. You will understand what we're going into today. You understand? It's probably going to be a 2-part class, so tune in next week also to get a little bit more on that. So I want to start off with, let's go to the beginning. Give me Genesis 2:18. Start at the beginning. Genesis 2:18.
Come.
You got it? All right, so we're going to start at the beginning to get a little context of the humble beginnings of a woman. And you understand, when we say a woman, we're talking about an actual woman of God. Obviously, there were women hundreds and thousands of years before this, but there weren't women of God on earth. And that's a whole different class, whole different breakdown. If you have a question on it, put it in the chat. We'll answer it. But as of right now, understand this is the true beginning of a woman of God. Her whole being, her whole makeup of what her purpose is and who she is on this earth. And this goes, and everything we're going to talk about today goes to you, black woman, black, Hispanic, and Native American woman, This is what you were made and called to be. So if you are wondering what your purpose is, if you stressed, depressed, and everything else, you come back to these scriptures and understand what your true value is, what your true meaning is. You come back to being that full, beautiful woman that God intended you to be, Black woman. All right. Where we at? Genesis 2:18. If you could, Baba Kusha.
This is Genesis chapter 2, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord Yahweh said, it is not good that man should be alone.
So what's the context here? He's letting you know it's not good that man should be alone. Meaning the Lord, when he made us, it was all predicated off of us being together. You understand? I mean, can a man be alone? Sure. But it's best for us to value each other. That means man value that woman, woman value that man. The Lord made the Black, Hispanic, and Native American men and women to be together. This is why he starts off by saying the Lord seen what? What did he see? It's not good for man to be alone. Why is it not good? Because then you have an idle mind. Then you might start wanting to do things that's totally against God. Like what? Mainly homosexuality. That's something that the Lord just is disgusted by. Homosexuality is an abomination to the Most High God. You understand? So the Lord is about to bring something of value, of true value into this man's life. Let's see what he does.
I will make him a helpmate for him.
A what?
A helpmeet for him.
Exactly. I'm gonna make a helpmate, a helpmeet. What does that mean? Matter of fact, let's get the definition on that. Go ahead, you can Google it, whatever you want to do. Is it in the Zondervan? Go ahead, Google it, dog. I just want to see. You Google it, our Zondervan. We're gonna get biblical definition on this. Let's see exactly what was the purpose or the definition, Salaki, the definition of help me. Give us 1 second, Baba Kasha. I know I should have had it, but I'm a little slow.
Come.
All right, you got it?
Yeah.
All right, what do you have?
A helpful companion or partner, especially one's husband or wife.
Okay, and that's what we have here. Help me, a helper. You understand? Generally, a wife. So, biblically speaking, a helpmeet is a wife. What is that wife? A woman. A woman that does what? Help. Help who? That man. That's the foundation of your purpose on earth. To do what? Help a man. You're right. A lot of women don't like to hear that. I'm not defined by no man. But this is what you fail to realize. You actually are. And truth be told, we're all defined by men. God is a man of war. You know what I'm saying? Christ was a man. We're all defined by a man. Every man, woman, and child is defined somehow by a man. I'm defined by the men above me, just like any man above me or after me. We're all defined by men. It's just we don't look at that as a bad thing. A lot of women seem to look at that as a bad thing. Your calling was to be a helpmeet or a helper to a man. Now, that man could be your father, your brother. It could be men doing the generally speaking, it's supposed to be men doing the work of the Lord. So if you in a city where men doing heavy work for the Lord, you know what I'm saying? If you got an ISUPK near you and you got men doing the work of the Lord, guess what? You should be in the classes, maybe, cooking something for the brothers or making sure the brothers got water, making sure the kids are taken care of, making sure that you help these brothers so that they can what? Do the work of the Lord. You understand? And mainly, obviously, you would do this work for who? Your husband. You know what I'm saying? The greater you are, the greater your husband will be. Matter of fact, this is why I said let's get Proverbs 31. That's what I want. Proverbs 31. This is why it says this. You don't understand how valuable that job is to be a help to that man. Women don't look at that as value. Women look at working for your slave master as a valuable job. You understand? I go get a bag from Massa. You understand? You look at that as more valuable than being a help and a piece to your man. Well, guess what? That's not what God says. You understand? Proverbs 31. Salaki, let me get there. You beat me. Salaki, yeah. I didn't want you to, but you did. It's all right. Got to get my flip game back. It's all right. Proverbs 31. And hold on. We're going to get there. We're going to break down the whole chapter probably next week, but it's something specific I want to bring out right now. Where's 19? She lays her hand on. Stress for she is not afraid. Okay. You make it. Okay, give me Proverbs 31 and 23. Listen to this. Listen to this.
This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 23.
Now we're talking about a Proverbs. We're talking about a Proverbs 31 woman. What is that? A virtuous woman, a woman of virtue. What does that mean? A valuable woman, a highly valuable, precious woman. You understand? The greatest woman this earth will ever know, a virtuous woman. Listen to what it says about this virtuous woman. Go ahead.
Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land.
Now, sounds pretty simple. It says her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. Why is that? Why is he known in the gates? Anybody can then put an answer in online. I want to take about 30 seconds to think about that. Why is this man known in the gates? You understand? Why is he able to sit among the elders? Why is he known within his gate? What does it mean for what? What does it mean to be known within the gates, within the city gates? I just kind of told you. What does that mean? What does it mean to be known within the city gates? Okay. Anybody got it? Anybody answer online? All right, let's see. What does it mean, though? What does it mean to be known within the city gates? Okay, so no sweat. So what does that mean? It means exactly what it sounds like. So within the city gates, there will be people that you know are known for being men of the Lord, that are known for doing the work of the Lord, that are known for when you have a question about scripture or life, you know these are the men you can go to. Essentially, every ISUPK being raised up in your city are these men. You understand? That are going to be known in the gates, which is why schools are able to grow the more that they're known in the gates. But why is it powerful that they're known in the gates? I want to get a precept real quick. It's in the Apocrypha, so I know it's somewhere around here. Just let me find it real quick. Give me one quick second. It's a precept that goes with all this. It's in the Apocrypha. I gotta find it. Salakia. Give me about 1 minute. It's gonna tie all this together. But remember, this all goes back to what? The woman being that foundation of help for that man, of peace. You know what I'm saying? Making life flow easier, more simpler. You know what I'm saying? Less combativeness to life, because you understand as a man, you know, when you going out here trying to get it, whether it's financially, spiritually, whatever you're doing, even physically, you know, there's going to be a lot of tough times and a lot of struggles, but that's what that wife is for, to make it easier. This is why it wasn't good for man to be alone, because life is going to be hell for that man. But when he can get that woman that's a true helpmeet, it makes it that much better and that much easier, man. You understand? All right, so let me get this preset real quick. All right, give me Ecclesiastes 38 and 24. Read that for me when you get it.
This easy class is 38, verse 24.
Right.
The wisdom of the learned man
Right.
cometh by opportunity of leisure.
What does that mean? The wisdom of a learned man comes by opportunity of leisure. What does that mean? What's that mean?
I'm in class.
Most High in Christ. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm right. Don't sweat. Read that one more time. We're going to break it down.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 38, verse 24.
Uh-huh.
The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure.
Okay, so do you know what leisure means? Let's look up the word leisure. Look up the word leisure.
Like relaxing.
Let's look it up. Let's get the definition. We're gonna break this all the way down.
Leisure.
We're gonna break this word. We're gonna break this whole thing down.
Use of free time for enjoyment.
Okay, there it is. So it says use of free time for enjoyment. Well, guess what? Read that again. Just read the scripture again.
This Ecclesiastes chapter 38, verse 24.
Uh-huh.
The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure.
Right. So that free time that he could be using for entertainment, guess what he used that free time for? Learning the scriptures. To be a better man of God, teaching people, helping his people. You know what I'm saying? Learning himself. You understand? So I got leisure time. I got a lot of free time on my hand. You understand? Read the second part of that scripture.
He that hath little business shall become wise.
He that has little business shall become wise. Guess what? I'm not busting my back to work 60, 70, 80 hours for some oppressor. You understand? I have little business, but for some reason, I'm doing okay in life. I'm not stressing for nothing. I got a lot of free time on my hand, and I utilize it to become a learned man. Why do I have that free time on my hand? Why am I able to go through life, be okay, and still be a man that's known in the city gates for being this wisdomatic guy that the scripture talks about that I get from my leisure? Because I have a helpmeet that does all those things and makes it happen at a level the modern woman couldn't even understand. That is her true value. You understand? So guess what? I may not have business, but my wife got this going on, and guess what? We're doing okay. And because of that, now guess what? There's no scripture I can't break down to you. There is no issue in life I cannot build with you and help you understand and help you through, because that's what I dedicate myself to, because my wife is a beautiful helpmeet. And when she go gets a bag, like they like to say, she brings it to me. Not for her weave, not for some eyelashes, not for a fake ass, not for some fake tits, but for the household, for her husband. And when you read Proverbs 31, that's literally what it's going to go into. How she get up before the crack of dawn. She works well with her hands. She goes and buys a field, looks at it as good. She goes, does this. She builds tapestries and makes this, makes clothing, does this, that. That's what she does. So women, that spirit, you got to go get a bag. I'm not mad at it. But you need to be bringing that back to your husband and actually freeing your husband so he can become this learned man. And he can lead you in righteousness. And he can be built up to be a strong man that will protect you spiritually, mentally, and physically. Because you're going to learn all that here. That's a part of wisdom, being able to protect yourself, but knowing how to protect yourself. You learn all that in the UPK. You know why we're able to learn that? Because we have some virtuous women holding us down. And they understand their role. And they're solidified in that role. And like I said, next week we'll get into Proverbs 31, and that's going to show you why that man is known in the city gates, why that man has opportunity of leisure to become a very wisdomatic person. Is that even a word? I think I got that from Nas or something. I don't even know. But yeah, that's what that's about. So yeah, woman, go get that bag, but don't be selfish. You're not getting that bag for you. You're getting that for the household. You're getting that for your family. You're getting that for who? To make sure that that man has everything he needs to serve your God. Because that's what God called him to do. God called him to serve. God called you to serve him. So why? So he could serve God. It's simple. Like I said, we all answer to a man. I don't understand why you don't want to answer to your man. It's yours, right? He is yours. You do claim that's mine, right? You let these women tell you they don't want you to have no other woman, right? But you don't want to serve them. But you don't want them to have no other woman. Oh, this woman over here that's ready to serve me in righteousness and all that. Don't worry about her. Just stick with you, the one that don't want to serve me. Okay, well, hey, Lord be with you. You keep that mindset. Lord be with you. But understand, that was the whole purpose of it from the base. That's the foundation of this. We have to serve God. That's what we should be dedicating ourselves to. And in that, we gain wisdom, we gain strength, we gain knowledge, we gain everything we need to actually help and guide our people through this life. What's going to help us with that, to give us the time to do that? The helpmeet, the woman. She's going to do whatever needs to be done to make sure I have that opportunity of leisure that the scriptures speak of so that I can serve God. So she's only serving me so I can serve God. She's not serving me so I can just be nothing and do nothing. That's not if you got that guy, you didn't get it right. She's serving me so I can go serve God. Whether it's say, look, I tell people all the time. For me personally, I've been doing I've done more traveling in the truth than I did in my whole lifetime. Like for me, I before the truth, I didn't go to New York, I didn't go to Florida, I didn't go to Texas, I didn't go all these places. In the truth, I've been there multiple times over because that's what I'm called to do, the work of the Lord. And we'll be in Florida in a couple months, most high in Christ for that. So that's what you have to understand. You are to be a helpmeet to that man so he can essentially be the Lord's servant. That's the purpose of it. So now let's get some more on it. We're going to solidify that. Give me Genesis 3:16. Let's get Genesis 3:16. Most high in Christ. Again, if you got any questions or comments, put them in the chat. We will answer all questions and or comments. Make sure we swap. All right. Genesis 3:16. Hold on. Your life. Israel kid or whatever. I'm not sure what you're asking. If you got a question, just put the question in the chat here and then I'll answer. All right, go ahead.
This is Genesis 3. Chapter 6, this is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16.
Right.
Unto the woman, he said.
Unto the woman, right.
I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Right. He said he's going to greatly multiply thy sorrow and conception. What does that mean? It's going to be hell giving birth to these kids. And I think most women have probably understood what that means. It's not a fun experience. I mean, I don't know. I've heard a lot of women say, and that's how I know it's a spiritual thing, because women will go through that and say it's hell and then be ready to have another kid a year and a half or a year later or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's crazy. If it hurts as bad as you saying, I ain't trying to do that at the time. Like, fuck that shit. Like, these little niggas gonna have to wait. I am not the one to bring the kingdom forward. But that it's like I said, it's spiritual. Because you women, knowing that it's gonna be that pain, you still want to go through it because of having kids. And usually you want to have kids for that man. And that's a beautiful thing. You should have that spirit. And there's strength in that. You understand? Us men understand there's strength in that. Go ahead.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Right.
And thy desire shall be to thy husband.
To thyself.
Thy husband.
To the Birkin bag.
Thy husband.
To that new weave.
Thy husband.
No, to that new Meg Thee Stallion song.
That's our husband.
Damn right. It says, you understand, your desire, your passions, your urges, your wants shall be to thy husband. That's who it belongs to. You don't get to desire something that's outside of the will of your husband. This is why we go so wrong in relationships. Women think, well, I'm just not feeling him no more. You don't have that right. As soon as you let that man in, it ain't about what you feeling anymore. It's up to him what you feeling. You don't, and this is such a powerful scripture because women feel and think different things all the damn time throughout the day. Women are the most emotional creatures on earth, especially the black woman. It's not even close. So if we live off your emotions, do you understand how reality changes about 20, 30 different times a day? We ain't got time for that. Listen, don't even worry about all that. That's what God's telling you in this script. Don't even worry about all that. Your desires to your husband. You want to know what you feel? Ask him. Continue to read.
The desire shall be to thy husband,
right.
And he shall rule over thee.
We should be equal.
Rule over thee.
It's a partnership.
Rule over thee.
He's my friend.
Rule over thee.
That's what God says. That's what God said your purpose was from the beginning. For your husband to rule over you. What does that mean? I asked a woman, I think it was on Facebook, if we're together and I make a decision on something, you make a decision that kind of goes against that decision. Whose decision do we roll with? Whose decision do we tell the kids to go with? He said, well, we have to come and talk about it, this, that, and the third. And I said, that's exactly why you're not made to be loved. You're not made, or I didn't say that. I said, that's exactly why you're not ready to be loved. That's exactly why you're not ready to have a man, because you don't understand. The Lord said you were called to do what?
Be a helpmate.
And to read that, to be what?
Rule over thee.
Yeah, you're made to be ruled over, because you listen to your emotion. Your emotion is your reality, and that's your downfall. Your emotions can't be our reality, or guess what? This world would be haywire. But because a lot of women don't mind their emotion being their reality, that's why their lives are haywire. Now they wondering why they can't find peace. This is how I know a lot of women are going wrong, because all they're doing is saying, I just want to be happy. You just want to be happy because it's you that's in your way of that happiness. You listen to your emotions, and therefore you can't find peace. Your emotions take you high, low, there, all wide, everywhere. You everywhere. You haywire. You say, I just want to be happy. I just want to find somebody to make me happy. Because you know why? Because you know you can't do it. You can't keep you happy because you listen to your emotions. Your emotions are not made to keep you happy. Your emotions are made to put you into depression, to put you through stress. That's what they're going to do, because they're going to have you going everywhere. They're going to have you haywire. This is why the Lord said that. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to make a man. He's going to rule over you. That way you don't have to worry. Your emotions are null and void when you follow the Lord. You no longer have to be a slave to your emotions when you follow the Lord. The Lord has taken you out of the bondage of your own emotions and says, now this is a man's responsibility. Your desire is a man's responsibility. Your happiness or whatever is a man's responsibility. And in that, you'll be level-headed, and guess what? You can get out of that depression when you become obedient and don't fight against it and don't buck up against it. But as long as you buck up against it, good Lord, the only thing you can listen to is your emotion. Read that one more time. I want to make sure we bring this point home from the top.
Unto the woman, he said,
right?
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. And in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Right.
And thy desire shall to be with thy husband. And he shall rule over thee.
He shall rule over thee. It's that simple. It's really that simple. Now let's get into this Apocrypha. Give me Ecclesiasticus 40 verse 19. Let me see. Is that what I want? Yeah.
Verse 19.
Let me see. Yes, Lucky. Yeah, you can read it.
This Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha, chapter 40, verse 19. And the children and the building of the city continues a man's name.
Right. So a man having children, you understand, obviously continues that man's lineage, that man's name, who he is in the earth. And also the building of a city continues that man's name, which is what? That's our purpose here in Dayton. We're here to build up the city of Dayton. That's going to continue that man's name. So guess what? 30, 40, 50, 100 years from now, Lord will, if Christ ain't came back, hopefully he does. But if he ain't, guess what? 30, they're going to be like, man, you're going to have about 50 to 100 brothers in a school, a captain ain't even been born yet. And you're going to be like, man, when did this start? Well, it started in 1969, but the Dayton started back when Yahweh Thumb and Isaiah said they forsake what this city has brought upon them, and they came and got into this truth. And it was because of them brothers, this, that, and the third, and you know how it goes. So that right there, that's glorious. You know what I'm saying? That's all a man can ask for in a lifetime. Read.
But a blameless wife is counted above them both.
That's your beauty. That's your beauty. That blameless wife, that virtuous woman, that woman that is that backbone for him to become that name in the city, is above both according to your God. See, the Lord understands how valuable your position is in this thing. You don't understand how valuable your position is. That's why you can't find peace and happiness, because the woman that plays this role that gets her man's name above them, the rest of them, oh, she's greater than the name of the children can bring on or the city. I mean, and when you think about it, I mean, where do you think the saying says, for every strong, successful man is what? Right. He got a glorious backbone, a glorious woman behind him. Well, that's scriptural. But you have to know how to play that role. And that's why it says a blameless wife. What is a blameless wife? Because wife is just another word for woman. Let's just get that understood. You see wife, it's not like, oh, no, it's just a woman, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong, but that's what wife means, just woman. So a blameless woman, what is that blameless woman? What is she blameless in? Guess what? That's what she doesn't do. Want to take a guess? Run her mouth. Always got something to say. Because guess what? Nobody's gonna honor that man when that man gets around his wife and his wife demeanors him. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Right, yeah. Emasculates him. Right. But she always got something to say. You can't even get your wife to listen. Me as a man that's coming from where I'm coming from, why would I want to listen to you? Why would I let you lead me? She ain't always got something to say. She's very humble. You understand? She's a soft-spoken woman. She does what she's instructed to do. Guess what else she doesn't do? Shake her ass all on social media. No, guess who's the only person that's privileged to see her glorious ass? That man that she listens to. She shake that thing for him. Guess what? In the bedroom, shoot, that's the greatest stripper he ever seen.
That's right.
In the bedroom, that woman, y'all can't even compare the shaking it to that woman in the bedroom. But guess what? Nobody else will ever know it. And that's what makes it that much better. That woman has only been touched by that man. That woman has only given birth to his kids. That woman is glorious. And guess what? She's held to a higher standard than the city that man rose in and the children that she gave birth to. And that's a glorious thing. That's an honor I definitely give a woman that went through that grind and sacrificed to be that woman. She not on here half naked talking about I'm single. You don't stay single. I know why I see why you single. Yeah, your ass fat, but damn it, everybody see that. So what the fuck? Why would I can't love that? And because guess what? Only a weak man is going to actually have sex with it. You don't get a couple weak men, a couple weak simps is going to try to have sex with you, but even they not going to be stupid enough to love you because everybody's seen the ass. Y'all got to understand there's something precious about a woman that's kept, meaning she's kept. Nobody sees her. Like you see that she's a beautiful woman, but you don't see like, man, you can tell there's got to be something up under them clothes. Like, God, that's all you get. Because guess what? She's not on the internet in a bikini with her cheeks hanging out. She not up here doing, it's just a dance challenge where all I do is shake my ass every other challenge. Good Lord. Do y'all not realize that's all y'all doing? I'm like, well, you just shaking your ass in another song. That's it. Like these challenges, dance ain't dancing. Y'all just shaking our asses. Like, that's what that woman doesn't do. So guess what? Everything the modern woman does is not a blameless woman. Because this woman, she not going to be caught flirting with another dude. She not going to be caught with niggas in her DM. She not going to be caught saying, well, we were single at the time. She not stuck in those situations. This woman right here, she not caught having to answer to 2, 3, 4 different men because she has 2, 3, 4 different men's kids. She's not in this situation. That's the mark of a true beautiful woman. She understands her value to the point to where whatever guy I give this to is first going to be a man of the Lord. And when I understand and solidify that he is in fact a man of the Lord, my duty is to make sure he rises the ranks to be the greatest man of the Lord that this city shall ever see. And I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that he gets his job done in the Lord. That is the mark of a true beautiful woman according to God. Let's get some more. I mean, that is, I ain't tripping. That is what we've been reading, right? I mean, we'll make sure, because, you know, they say we don't know the scriptures or something. I don't know.
I don't want to come. So.
Well, let's get a little bit more. Let's get Ecclesiastes 36 and 22. So a couple chapters back. 36 and 22.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 36, verse 22. The beauty of a woman.
You're right, but hold on 1 second. All right, yeah, you can start there. That's the one.
What's that word? Countenance.
Yeah, countenance.
This is Ecclesiastes 36, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
The beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance of a man, loveth nothing better.
Right. So the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. So what does that mean? Let's look up that word, countenance. Let's look it up. Let's make sure, you know, you're doing it right. Again, if you got any questions or comments, put them in the chat. We'll definitely answer them. Most High in Christ is definitely an important class, man, because our people, especially our sisters, need to learn, you know, what is the Lord asking of them? And how do they become a true, beautiful sister in the eyes of the Lord? You understand? This is what we want to get across. We're doing this class to help our sisters, help our brothers. Because guess what? If a brother watches this class, now guess what? He'll know what he's looking for in a woman. And it's not just a woman that can shake her ass the best or look the best in a skimpy bikini or nothing. Don't get me wrong. That's a beautiful thing. But those are things only that man should be able to see. That man being her man. Like if I got a woman that got the cheeks and all that, believe me, I want the cheeks. I ain't gonna hold you. But I want them to be mine. That's the only way that I'm gonna, like women like to say, vibe to them. I'm not vibing to it if I can go on the internet and see that everybody can see the cheeks that I'm about to commit to. I'm not vibing to it. I'm not even gonna waste time. If they're gonna be my cheeks, they gotta be my cheeks. That's the only way I'm gonna live, fight, and die for you, woman. If them cheeks are my cheeks and mine only. You understand? Go ahead.
Continuous.
Yeah. Countenance.
Mm-hmm. The face as an indication of mood, emotion, or character.
Right. So guess what? Now it goes back to this. Keep that definition up. It says the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance. It cheereth the what? Read the definition.
The face as an indication of mood, emotion, or character.
Exactly. So guess what? When it says the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, that means seeing that woman, you have a bad day, but you see that woman, damn, this is what I fought the whole day to get to. You. Like, you beautiful, you smell good, you look good, you got food ready for me, you took care of my kids, you know what you're ready to do. Like, yeah, it was worth it. You know what? Today was hell. And because I got to come home and see you, I am ready to go do it again tomorrow. I am looking forward to hell tomorrow just to come back to see you and know I did it all for you, these kids, this house, the family, Israel, everything. You have the power to motivate that guy to do that. There's a lot of power in being a righteous woman. There's a lot of power in it. You're not just beautiful because of your skin or your looks or your hair and all that. Those things count. Don't get me wrong, they count. They count. They do. But it's what you stand for, your moral code. You understand? That's going to take your beauty to a level that, you know, the Meg Thee Stallions, Cardi B's, or whomever that's willing to put their ass out in public could never rise to. Because not only do you have that stature with the nice body and the good hair and skin and lips, and you know, this is what this sidebar. This is what I understand about sisters. Do y'all realize? I'm gonna just say this. I hope they don't. White women go have thousands of dollars of plastic surgery to essentially get all the qualities you were born with. They say, what, the lip, they get the lips with fuller lips. That's what we got. The cheek structure, all that we got that. The ass, we are notorious for the ass. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Tits. White women, boy, they sitting pretty. White women pay thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars to look like you.
They even take melon shots.
Oh, right. I forgot. Forget the fact that they love to tan all the time and take melanin shots. They try to look like you, the greatest woman on earth. But what makes you the greatest woman is the things that they can't get. And this is what we're speaking of right here. Not only did God give you the looks, but he gave you the spirit of righteousness. And when you come back to it, sisters, can't nobody hold you. I ain't gonna lie. It's a whole different ballgame. Like, y'all think y'all something now. Wait until you actually start serving the Lord and doing what he wants you to do. This is gonna make y'all, oh my God. Y'all gonna have men falling for you. You're gonna be like, nope, I already got my out of one. Hey, it's a beautiful thing, man. Y'all understand, men will live, fight, and die for y'all, man. We really would. It's just the ones that today, it's just even the stupid man can see this really ain't worth fighting for. She shake her ass for everybody. I seen her in the club the other night. I mean, niggas is all up over. I mean, shoot, she got so many male friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I fight and die for that? I already know you getting slid by him, her, everybody else, and niggas on the other block. I'm not gonna love that. I'm not gonna fight for that. That's stupid. I'm gonna die for sure dealing with you, because you just screwing and fucking whoever. You giving everybody the opportunity time of day. You got pictures up for everybody to lust after you. So there's no point. You hold no value in me fighting for. But that woman that, what does it say? Cheereth the continents. Man, listen, I go through hell every day for her because it's worth it. Because me going through that hell gives her the opportunity to keep fighting, or it gives her the opportunity for me to keep fighting for her. Seeing her every day, it gives her the opportunity to raise my kids, to whether it's go work and make sure we got this, that, and the third, cooking, keeping it home, whatever it is. Seeing that, man, listen, man, that strengthens a man. Spiritually and mentally, it strengthens a man to have that woman. And that's the power of a true helpmeet. That's the beauty of a true helpmeet, man. All right, we're going to get a couple more scriptures. And like I said, we're going to get a part two. Part two is going to be heavy. I advise y'all to come back next week. Give me Jeremiah 3:1. This scripture we about to go to let you know you're not meant for multiple men, women. Sisters, I'm sorry. Well, men can do it. You do it. You ain't me. I'm going to just be honest. You ain't us. Just like we not y'all, you not us. Just like we can't actually give birth. We can't do that. I can put a seed in you for you to birth, but I can't give birth. We're not the same. So there's different standards that we got to live by. And this is one of them. Where we at? Jeremiah 3:1?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
They say, if a man put away his wife, right, and she go from him.
So the man put away his wife, meaning he divorced his wife. He left his wife, which is something in the UPK we don't do. I don't care how much that broad get on your nerves, man. You find a way to fight to keep it. You understand? We fight to keep relationships. We don't fight to get rid of relationships in here. So we don't agree with that. The only way you get rid of her is if she do something about what we're about to read. But outside of that, you fight to keep your wife. All right, go ahead.
And she becomes another man.
So now she done left you because you left her, and now she becomes another man, meaning she sleeps with another man. She has sexual relations with another man. Read.
Shall he return unto her again?
And that, so it says, and shall he return unto her again, meaning with a question mark, meaning would he really go back to that woman after another man done been inside her? See, what y'all understand, biblical times, it was a foreign thing for women to sleep with multiple men. That was a foreign concept. Like, it was a rare, maybe one out of 1,000 women might have slept with multiple men. And guess what? It didn't last long because she ended up being put to death or exiled out of Israel. We don't deal with whores. You understand? It's a law. It's a law. It says, thou shalt not make a whore out of the daughter of Zion. It's a law. So this is what a lot of our sisters don't understand. You're already behind the 8 ball when you start sleeping with multiple men. Whether you got kids or not, you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball. You're putting yourself behind the 8 ball of being that beautiful woman, of being that righteous woman. So you're failing yourself with every man you add to that number, to that what they call a body count nowadays. With every time you add a number to that body count, whether you care or not, you are spiritually and in reality putting yourself behind the 8 ball, because you were never made to sleep with multiple men. A woman is made to sleep with one man. That's it. Period. For her whole days. That's why this is why the scripture says, when you give your daughter off in marriage, let me just get the scripture. I think it's in Ecclesiastes. Let me get it. Weighty matter. But yeah, woman is made. Okay, Ecclesiastes 7:25. It says, marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding. That it's a big deal when you give your daughter away, because this is the one guy she should be sleeping with for her whole life. So that is a very important thing. And this is why the Lord does not give that responsibility to who? The woman, because she reacts off emotion. She want to sleep with something different with every other feeling. You know what I'm saying? All because this man made her mad now. No, we ain't working. I just feel like we going 2 different ways. No, ain't that what they say? I just feel, but I feel. I was thinking, and now I feel. Just stop. Just stop. You're not good at this. You understand? Yeah, I'm sorry, women. Some things you're good at, some things you're not. You're not good at picking a spouse. You're not good at it. How do I know? Well, 5 kids and 10 baby daddies later. I mean, shit. That's proof in the pudding. You're not good at this. You are not good at picking a spouse. You got an excuse for why everyone wasn't right. You got an excuse for why you left every one of them. You're not good at picking a spouse. So this is, like I said, you're only meant for one guy your whole life. Unless your husband dies, then you are allowed to go remarry. But there's a honor and a respect I can have in that woman that I can't have in the woman that has, 8 kids, 5 baby daddies, and all this other stuff. Because that woman actually did something that those other women that have all these multiple kids and multiple baby daddies didn't do. She actually committed her life to a man. So she understands what that life is about. And that's the type of woman that a righteous man is looking for. That's a true beautiful woman that knows how to commit her life to a man. So if you're telling me I was married to a man for 12, 15 years, but he died of whatever, and now I'm alone, I look at you just like I look at a virgin, a very righteous thing. A very righteous thing. And guess what? I can honor whatever you bring with that situation over the one with 3 kids, 3 baby daddies. Because if you come with 3 kids, it's by that guy, and you raise them kids to honor marriage, to honor the family structure. Those kids have a better mindset than the single mom talking about, I'm proud to be alone. These are just the facts of life. And I was getting into with somebody that, for women don't understand, you don't honor your mistakes. You don't take pride in your mistakes. You acknowledge your mistakes and you grow from them. But you can't grow for something that you're sitting there having pride in. And that's the problem with a lot of our sisters. They take pride in being single parents, single mothers. Like, don't get me wrong. My mom was a single mother, but she understood the error of her ways. She can admit to where she fucked up at. And I'm like, yeah, you fucked up. That was you. You did that. But you got to honor that and grow from it. So this is what you got to understand. Read that again. It was, Jeremiah. From the top.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him,
right,
and become another's man's,
right,
shall he return unto her again?
Right. Will he return unto that woman again, man? Think about that. Like, biblical men, that's how they looked at women. If a woman is put away and she done slept with another man, why would I want her? She already got 2 bodies. Think about that. In the Bible, you got 2 bodies. We're looking at you as a harlot already. You got two bodies, and now you trying to come talk to me? We look at you as a harlot already. This is why Christ said, what did Christ say to the woman as well? Woman, you have no husbands. You had 5 husbands, and you didn't honor. And then he said, you got 6 husbands. You got a husband now. It's not even your husband now. That woman only had, in y'all eyes, that woman only had, well, let's say, 6 guys she slept with? That ain't that bad today. You look at a woman and she only slept with 6 guys. She looked at it as the virgin of the group. Christ looked at that bitch as you're a whore, a disgusting one at it. Y'all got to understand. It's real out here. Like, you not made to be sleeping around. I don't care what you feel. What you feel is lying to you. And it's screwing you up time by time. There's already been studies that talks about women get DNA from every rod that's been in them. So every time a rod go in you, there's DNA of that man left behind. Now, some of y'all done slept with it. Lord knows how many guys. How much random ass DNA you got up in you and you still trying to find a man to love that. But I got to deal with Tommy from 10 years ago. You fucking crazy. Ain't no damn way. Girl, get your mind right. Rick, go ahead and finish that.
Shall not the land greatly polluted?
What? No, the land is WAP now.
Polluted?
No, this that good. It's got experience.
Greatly polluted?
That shit's polluted, woman. It's defiled. It's defiled. And I had all these rods up in you. Because you gotta understand, the woman's anatomy, the way it wants to shape to whatever rod it has, it naturally wants to do that. But you know what? It can't. It just has to have a default version because you keep putting every other rod in it. You don't know where to go. It's polluted. It's like a malfunction. You know what I'm saying? When you get too much, the system get too much information, it has system overload. That's essentially what they do every time they put all these rods in them. You done had 4, 5 different rods. They don't know what to do. He's just gonna sit there like, shit, I don't know, shit. I know we get wet. That's it. I have no clue what's coming. I have no clue. This woman is crazy. So that you gotta understand. You defile yourself every time you put another man's rod in you that's not your man. You defile yourself every time you sleep with multiple men. That's not the case for men. And this is the whole purpose of going into this is because women lack in that aspect of the beauty. See, you think it's your hair, think it's your eyelashes, your fake body, all this. But what you fail to realize is the true beauty comes in your chastity. You not giving yourself to every other man. You not sleeping with 3, 4, 5 different guys in a lifetime. Yeah, in a lifetime. Not just this year, not just this week. So yeah, I ain't do that this week. We good. This month I only slept with one guy. No, bitch. Oh Lord. Yeah. We got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. We here to do it in ISUPK, okay? Let me make sure we ain't got no questions or comments because we're gonna close it out there. Like I said, next week is gonna be real heavy. We're gonna be getting into a lot of the things that you can do to overcome your own harlot ways, which is very important. Make sure we got no questions in the comments. Let me see. What's that? Wow. A sister said, wow. Yeah, that's biblical, sis. You understand? It's biblical. You understand? So you got any questions or comments, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can put them in the chat. I think we spoke. So, hey, shalom to the sis. But this is what God said. So we got to honor that. What else? Make sure we ain't got nothing here. Israel Kid, yeah. Don't worry about that. All right, with that, we at ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street under Commanding General Yohana. We teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans their truth according to the Bible. With that, this has been the Wednesday Law class. I'm Officer Yawatham. Shalom.
They say,
Hold on, let me close out real quick.